Welcome back to Not So Pro Football Talk on a Saturday. Yeah, we're going live on a Saturday. It's been a while since we've done something like this, ever since the season started, but something crazy happened. Someone asked us if we were going live. Someone named Brandon asked us if we were going live again this week, and I was like, no, we're not going live, but I'll put something crazy out there in our Discord. He asked us if this message gets 5 fire emojis, we'll go live again. And we somehow got 5 fire emojis in the Discord. I was hyped. But also like, dang, we got more work for us. But thank you guys so much for caring about us and wanting our content so much that you were willing to put those fire emojis and watch us. So everybody that did hit that fire emoji, like Big Money Joe right here, thank you for tuning in. And if you haven't tuned in yet and you hit that fire emoji, I'm gonna be looking for you because you asked for this. All right. All right. How you feeling this Saturday, AJ?
Hey, man, I feel good. Try to be productive, also relax as well. I know you and I have busy schedules during the week, but we had a lot of breaking news throughout the week, and there's a lot of stuff I want to talk about. And instead of holding it all for Monday, I felt like it was appropriate to go ahead and talk about it before Monday, just because there's so much to talk about, and there's little details that I love to get into.
For sure. So we're going to be talking about some of the free agency moves, as AJ said. And now that free agency has kind of died down a little bit, there's still some big names out there, definitely some big names. But most likely the reason why they haven't signed yet is their asking price is so high and teams aren't willing to pay these 30-year-olds that type of money for long-term contracts. So we'll see how things shake up over the next couple of weeks. And some of these guys won't get signed up until training camp, most likely. So really excited to talk about all the moves that have happened so far. And one of the first things I think we should talk about is what happened in a trade. And it ties into the title of this video. Keenan Allen gets traded from the Los Angeles Chargers to the Chicago Bears. And he is now a Chicago Bear. Keenan Allen, a long-time Charger, been there forever, been so consistent for their organization. Definition of Isaac Yiadom. Is that somebody you guys signed?
I'm not too familiar with the name. Let me check it out real quick.
But yeah, Keenan Allen gets traded away, and you're now looking at that Chargers offense without Eckler, without Williams, now without Austin Eckler. Keenan Allen, sorry. Now that all three of those are gone, now you got Quentin Johnson left and Justin Herbert left on that Chargers offense. Before we go into the Chicago Bears, how do we feel about the Chargers and the moves that John Harbaugh and the GM are making?
I am very surprised. I'm super excited, by the way, because I want to do my Chargers video next. I believe that should be coming out Tuesday. Hopefully, I will plan on starting it today. But their offense is just disappearing. All their key players are about gone, right? Defense, you could talk about, hey, they restructured contracts, right? You still got Khalil Mack. We're going to see what happens with Bosa. But what's going to happen, right? But I'm very curious to see what Jim Harbaugh is going to do with that team. You have a lot of, what do you call that? I don't want to say cap, but you have a lot of money in the bank, right? Because you have the 5th overall pick, you have a super early 2nd round pick, and you're making some room in the cap. All right, you don't have the most room, you don't have the most money, but you're making moves. You're looking for the future. You're not looking for now. Yes, I get it. Keenan Allen coming out of one of his better seasons this past year, and you decide to move on away from him. I get it. He's older. You're going to still pay him more money. He's not long-term, right? He's right now. If you want to win right now, Jim Harbaugh's coming in with a great perspective saying, hey, you know what? This is a team that has a lot of potential. It has a foundation with Justin Herbert, who is an above par, probably a top 15 quarterback in the league. Let's do this smart, right? Let's not rush into things. Let's not force feed this team with, veterans from all over the place. Let's grow this naturally. There's still time. Let's just be patient with it. And that's what I like about Harbaugh. He's proved that he could do in both the collegiate level and the professional level. He's made it to both games. He's made it to the championship game multiple times in college, and he's won one. He made it to the Super Bowl in the NFL, so he has that experience. He knows how to handle these types of situations, how to make these guys great. And I absolutely love it, man, especially now that he has Justin Herbert. If you look at Jim Harbaugh's track history, his quarterbacks were kind of a roller coaster. Was it the greatest? Was it the best? You had a glimpse of something that could have been great with Colin Kaepernick. Didn't really pan out after that first year because there's a lot of distractions there. But now you have a solidified franchise quarterback that you could put on, that you could label on that team. I don't think he's had that yet. Even with college, he's had JJ McCarthy. He's had McNamara, and those are guys who really relied heavily on the defense and in the run game. So I'm very excited to see what Jim could do with this type of quarterback.
Definitely gonna be exciting. Big Money Justice, Keenan went from the best weather city to one of the coldest weather cities in the U.S. Chicago is the windy city. Definitely a huge change up for him. But yeah, I was a little surprised with moving on from Keenan Allen. I think he's one of the type of players that you want him to retire with your team. You want him to retire with the organization, etc. But at the end of the day, this is a business. And I think it's a very bold move to move on from both Mike Williams and Keenan Allen in the same year. But it just shows that I would imagine ownership, the GM, and Harbaugh are all on the same page on this is going to be a multi-year plan before we come back and be good again. Mike Williams is peace out also, yes. It's definitely going to be a 2 to 3 year move where this team's going to have to probably be pretty bad next year and the following years after that, but they have a chance of coming out of this on like one of the best teams in an organization if they do it right, if they draft players right, etc. But I would imagine in 3 years' time, 2 to 3 years' time, most of the people on this roster currently are no longer on that roster. I would imagine 2 or 3 of them are still there. With Herbert being one of them. I think that it's very obvious that they want to build around Herbert. So I think they're in for the long haul. And Chargers fans, you better be in it for the long haul too, okay? Don't get frustrated this year. Listen, nobody likes losing. It's not fun, etc. But you're going to do a little bit of losing this year, right? You're going to see you're hoping for bright spots in the middle of it where you can see the future. You can see the light at the end of the tunnel. But it's going to be a long tunnel, all right? So don't get frustrated. Liam, if you're watching or you're rewatching right now, it's going to be a long tunnel, right, buddy? Breathe in, breathe out. As long as it's not Brandon Staley, you have a future, okay?
Oh, shit.
What?
Breaking news. Breaking news,
Breaking
dude.
News? Okay.
Yeah, from Ian Rappaport right here. Oh, my gosh.
I don't have it on my phone yet.
No, the Bears are trading QB Justin Fields to the Steelers.
Thank God we're going live.
Oh my gosh, you gotta change the title of this video. Change the title right now. Justin Fields is heading to the Steel City.
I'll change it on YouTube.
Okay, yeah, you change it on YouTube. I'll continue breaking this news. So we just got news right now from Ian Rappaport that the Bears are trading quarterback Justin Fields to the Pittsburgh Steelers. There is a new QB that's into the competition, and I don't know if you want to call it a competition at this point, right? Because originally you had Russell Wilson and then originally you had Kenny Pickett, Mason Rudolph, Mitch Trubisky, and then you get rid of Pickett because you bring in Russell Wilson, and now Justin Fields is in the building. Justin Fields is in the building. There's no competition here. There's no competition. I don't care if you want to say, oh, he's still young. Let him sit behind Russell Wilson and learn some more. What is he going to learn? He's coming out of a shit show right now. Mm-hmm. He's learned all the hard parts. Now you're going to the Steel City with Mike Tomlin, an outstanding coach, one of the best, if not the best right now, out there in the professional level. This is a perfect situation for him. I don't want to say perfect, right? But this is a great situation to under this type of head coach. I like it. I like it a lot. I really want to know the details. What's going on? What is
Yep.
happening? What was in that trade? Tell me more.
It's going to be out in a few minutes. But I agree with you, AJ. It's most likely going to be Justin Fields going to be the starter, and Russell Wilson is looking at his phone right now, going, "Well, this sucks."
I don't feel so dangerous anymore. But
Justin Fields can hold the danger witch.
He could hold the danger witch. Okay.
Yes.
So this is 100% Caleb Williams is going to the Chicago Bears. 100%. And I really want to talk about this. I had a whole list of notes that I wanted to talk about with the Bears organization and their head coaching staff and their GM and what they should do and the consequences with whichever decision. But this was ultimately it. Was you had to let go of Justin Fields. There's no way you could hold him. There's no way. Because it's a lose-lose situation. You keep Justin Fields, you make it to the playoffs, you look good, you're paying this guy $250 million, right? And then what? The organization is shot again, okay? You keep Justin Fields, you pass on Caleb Williams, and look, what's going on, AMBM? We just got breaking news with Justin Fields getting traded to the Pittsburgh Steelers. That's exactly right. So let's say they pass on Caleb Williams, they drop back in the draft, and they keep Justin Fields, and they don't make the playoffs. Everyone's fired. Everyone's fired again because now, in the past 3 years, now if they do pass on Caleb Williams, they'll be passing up on 3 Heisman Trophy winners in the past 2 years. That head coach, not specifically with Chicago, but in his career, and that's just unjustifiable. So what's the only thing you could do? What's the only logical thing you could do to at least save your job for another 2 years? Is to get rid of Justin Fields, get him out of the building, even if the QB market is low right now, even if the offers aren't as great as they once were in the very beginning, there's no win scenario for a head coach or GM if you're keeping Justin Fields in that locker room on that team. If you have a winning season, if you have a losing season, or if you want to keep both Justin Fields and draft Caleb Williams, there's no way that Justin Fields' agent lets that happen. He is one of the best agents out there in the NFL for players. So this is, and that's also true. And that's why I say it's not a competition. It's not. Why would they sit down Justin Fields if Russell Wilson's getting paid the vet minimum, which is nothing for a quarterback, and have him start because you might pay him next year? No, you just traded for Justin Fields. This is his team now. I get it. They lost Deontay Johnson, if I'm not mistaken. They lost Deontay Johnson. They traded him.
Yeah.
You have George Pickens, a bit of an attention guy. Come look at me. I want it to go through me. I think that's a good pairing between them. I do still feel like they need to adjust whatever they have in the backfield. I'm not too.
It's a 4th round pick that they're trading, and it's a conditional, so we don't know what the conditions are. It may turn into a 5th or a 3rd, depending on conditions, but as a 4th round pick, that's all they got back for Justin Fields, a quarterback.
I'm a little disappointed the Niners didn't go for it.
Right.
Hell no, he's not going to be our starting quarterback if the Niners get him. But for a 4th rounder, the Niners have 11 draft picks this season. 11. Dude, that is wow. Oh my, from going for what, the 10th overall pick in the draft to now a 4th rounder trade, and it's like you said, it's a conditional pick.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
That's insane.
Mm-hmm.
That's absolutely nuts. That QB market must have been real low.
It has to be. I think they waited too long, in my opinion.
Oh yeah.
Or maybe there were just nothing else out there. That's why they were trying to wait out for something. But I think you should have been up front on before the free agency period even started. That way, there's no what does Kirk Cousins wants to do, etc. Who's throwing to DJ Moore and Keenan? I think it's very obvious now. It's Caleb Williams.
100%.
Justin Fields is leaving Chicago, looking at his offense, going, "This is what I've been wanting for these past 3 years." And Caleb Williams is getting it day one. A better offensive line, a better wide receivers, a good running back. He is getting the situation that Justin Fields should have been given. Now, I'm not a Justin Fields fan. I don't think he can throw consistently. We'll see.
So it's a conditional 6th-round pick that can become a 4th-rounder.
Oh, that is
that's even worse.
a 6th-round
Wow.
pick.
Wow. Oh my goodness. That's
This is
insane.
bad.
That is very sad. Someone needs to have a stern talking to out there. And teams called your bluff. They called your bluff. I'm more than sure.
It's all about leverage, unfortunately.
It really is.
The Bears needed to move him, and any team was just like, hey, but I mean, it hasn't been that great, you know. There's potential there. There's potential, but will that potential ever reach the ceiling? That's what every team's taking a gamble on, trying to trade for Justin Fields.
I know I'm not the biggest Justin Fields guy, right? But he's not like it was bad, right? He wasn't horrible. That's true. No, I don't think the NFL really slept on him. I think that the Chicago Bears held their cards for too long, and the NFL teams called their bluff. They called it. Look right into the eye and be like, hey, bro, you're a new head coach. I see right through you. We're going to wait it out, and we're going to get what we want for extremely cheap. Because who wouldn't want Justin Fields in this league right now, right? I get it. If you have, your solidified franchise quarterbacks, your Patrick Mahomes, your Justin Herberts, your Jalen Hurts, your whatever you want to call it. I'm going to throw Brock Purdy out there because at this point in time, I would rather have Brock Purdy starting than Justin Fields. You still want Justin Fields for a conditional 6th-round pick.
I'm wondering if the Patriots were ever in on this deal, because there were one of the other teams out there that would have been on this trade at this point. What's up, Nestor?
What's going on, bro? What's up, dude? But I'm so disappointed that this was the market.
Yeah,
this was him. I'm not disappointed that the Bears lost Justin Fields. No. I'm not disappointed that the Steelers, Nestor, you're a Steelers fan. What are your thoughts? What are your thoughts? He wasn't the hottest because Zombie K98, he messaged me and said, hey, I guess we'll see how this goes whenever they traded for Russell Wilson or they got Russell Wilson. And I said, hey, dude, it might not be the greatest, but I think it's certainly an improvement from, Kenny Pickett. And now,
more information on the pick on how it's conditional. So it is a 6th-round pick, and if he plays 51% of the plays, then it turns into the 4th-round pick. So
that's
half the season Russell Wilson, half the season 50%.
Yes, that's what I was thinking. Let's ease Justin Fields into our system. Yeah, let's ease him in. Hey, that division is going to be competitive now. It's competitive. You're going to have healthy Bengals. You're going to have Justin Fields and Russell Wilson with the Pittsburgh Steelers. You're going to have the Baltimore Ravens, who I still think, as long as you play physical with them, it's going to be a fair match. Dude, I like this. I hate it and I like it. Just because I hate how low it was. Oh my goodness. And to be surprised, so I'm not really. Are you surprised that Pittsburgh was still in the QB market, even after they traded Kenny Pickett?
Not fully. I mean, they need Vincent Vinto, the Justin Fields. Don't want to say it.
The lover.
I hope Fields can do well after Russell leaves after 1 year. He's starting, man. He's going to be starting. I don't think Russell Wilson starts. Not as a cap hit. Unless it's just like night and day in the locker room, on the practice field. I don't see it.
You can't beat Russell Wilson's leadership, dude. Come on, dude. High knees in the plane. Who else does that? Who else? And nobody out there does. That's dedication right there. It's going to be interesting with the new quarterback. I think this changes everything completely. I'm still not very happy with the running back situation over there. You got Najee Harris, then you have was it Warren?
Yeah, Jalen Warren.
I wasn't very impressed, mainly because how the rotation was going. Those are not the type of running backs that you could put on a rotation in the backfield, right? They produce way more whenever you have a solidified back and then you have a relief out there who could also catch the ball. You got to pick one. And honestly, Warren looked really good last year. He looked really, you even talked about him for fantasy football, but now there's a whole new play style. Now you have a mobile quarterback. When's the last time Mike Tomlin coach with the mobile quarterback? Has he? Has he ever? I think he just had.
The only one I can think of, and rest in peace, Dwayne Haskins. That's the only guy I can think of. But he didn't get a whole lot of starting time either.
Correct. Yeah, it was Haskins. Rest in peace.
Yeah.
But this is, I get what you're saying here, Vince. This is kind of like another rebuild for Justin Fields. But this was kind of a.
It's not as good of an offense as he's leaving. That's all I'll say. But the
right
Steelers
now,
are a better team. The Steelers are a better team.
With a better defense.
With a better defense, with a better team overall.
Yes.
The thing that was holding back the Steelers offense was two things. Matt Canada, who's gone, and Kenny Pickett, who is gone. They have better quarterback play, whether they play Russell Wilson or Justin Fields. And they have the option of playing whichever one's the hotter hand. They are a better team today than they were yesterday. 100%.
Hear me out.
He can win more games. He can actually win games now.
Justin Fields, running back?
Don't be disrespectful.
Justin Fields, the running back for Pittsburgh? Huh? Do I hear it?
He can't take hits. He can make people miss, but running backs get hit.
Rotational back? No, I don't like that idea either.
No.
But
Wildcat stuff, yes.
But I wouldn't think of it as a rebuild. I would call it kind of like a hard restart. You know, like when you hard restart your computer or system, you're just you're turning to a new page. There's a whole new book here. Mm-hmm. It's going to be a different dynamic out there in Pittsburgh. And it has to be. They have the defense to keep them going. Right, they got young players. They got TJ Watt. They got Fitzpatrick. They got players out there to keep them in games. You put an offense. You put a guy who's able to make plays, who's able to make that offense dynamic. It's a whole new team. I'm not saying these guys are going to win their division. That's not what I'm saying at all. I'm saying these guys are going to come out here and compete every single game. They're coming to compete. Oh man. But they got rid of almost their entire wide receiver room. Basically, they still have George Pickens. I thought George Pickens was phenomenal. I think he's great.
Talented.
Very talented. Attitude, yes.
But that's how they make them in Steelers.
Correct. Mike Tomlin needs to get in there. And I think this is where Russell Wilson gets to come in and play. Because remember what we said. Big Ben came in and said there's no responsibility out there in the offense. There's no one to grab someone by the helmet and tell them to get your you-know-what out of your you-know-what and focus up and play some Steelers football. I think this is going to be a great locker room presence for the Pittsburgh Steelers, and I think that's where Russell Wilson plays his role here.
So this is a crazy stat. So between both Russell Wilson and Justin Fields, they only have a $4.5 million cap hit between those two guys.
Crazy. What pick do they have? They have a later pick in the first round.
Yes, they have a later pick.
The Steelers, let's go ahead and move up. Let's move up in the draft, and let's go ahead and get ourselves a top tier wide receiver, or maybe a Brock Bowers. Maybe let's just solidify this offense real quick. Yeah, Can we do that? The possibilities, dude. I'm getting excited. I'm not even a Steelers fan. Half my family Steelers fans. One of my best friends out there is a Steelers fan. But hey, dude, this is exciting. Yeah. This is exciting. Oh my gosh, I just cannot stand that the Niners could get that. You know, like
You wanted Justin Fields that much?
I want a backup that much.
Yeah.
I was great. I was more than happy with Sam Darnold being the backup. But
you would be willing to pretend. Well, it's different. The trade would have been different since he would not have played 51%.
That's true.
You guys would have to give up a fourth automatically, I think.
I'll give him a fourth.
Yeah,
I'll give him a fourth.
For a backup that's going to be there for just this year, really, because you're not going to pick up his fifth-year option.
I'll do
for
a fourth.
Backup quarterback.
Yeah,
right.
I'll give a fourth round for a backup quarterback.
Okay.
Hell yeah, dude.
One that can't win.
What?
One that can't win.
One that's probably one of the better backup quarterbacks in the league.
All right.
Yeah, dude. If you're a Niners fan, you know the pain of how it is to have an injured quarterback. I think it's very important to have a backup quarterback. I'm not happy with who we have right now. I want an improvement, of course, but of course, at the same time, you don't want your quarterback to get injured. So I guess that's another question for the Steelers as well. Can Justin Fields stay healthy this year? Right? How are they going to use him? Are they going to use him as a triple threat quarterback?
I think he's going to be the day one starter, unless Russell Wilson can win the job. Pickens is number one, and yes, they have Van Jefferson, who just signed either today or yesterday. So they have two guys. Van Jefferson is all right. All right. He's not that great.
Bring Mapletron back. You bring him back. He has connections with Justin Fields.
When did they connect?
When Mapletron was with the Bears.
They didn't connect very much.
Hey, two completions? That's a connection with me, sir.
Those
are two connections right there. Two.
It's just not one. It's just another drama queen.
Hey, man. I'm just saying there's some familiarity out there.
Yeah.
Let him be comfortable. Why not? Right? I don't know. Yeah. But this is exciting. I feel like they'll make a move. Let's get to some of these comments. Tomlin will make sure they both compete. Exactly. I 100% believe that. I like Tomlin as a coach. I think he's phenomenal. I think he's awesome. I think anybody would be lucky. Yeah. I'm glad to have Sam Howell. You know what you're doing. You better stop right now. No one cares about Sam Howell anymore. He's actually irrelevant in the league now.
I think he has a great chance to become the Seattle starter next year.
Honestly, yeah. I think so. Does. They compared his stats with Josh Allen's stats with the time they played. They both played. Mm-hmm. And Sam Howell, surpassed tremendous. It was so cool to see what he could do.
He's going to sit for a year behind Geno. Mm-hmm. And we'll see how he develops.
Backups make a world of a difference. It helps you sleep at night. I always like Peyton Manning's quote. If I'm injured, and I'm not going to say the F word, but he says we're effed. We don't practice for being effed. That's fine. But we'll be prepared if we get effed. We'll be prepared. I would like that a lot more than, you know what? My starting quarterback is out. I'm done. I like Brock Purdy's quote. I do this for the team. I work for the team that I'm on. That's what I like. Mm-hmm. I love Peyton Manning. One of the greatest to do it all time. And I understand. And he's able to say that because he was one of the greatest of all time. Mm-hmm. That much of a difference. If Mac Jones and Fields both got a 6, Zach Wilson has to be worth 4 first. Right.
No.
You just reminded me of something, Ian. You just reminded me of something.
What do you remind you of?
Did he call this?
Did he say it in the?
You called this, didn't you, Ian? So, okay. Yeah, I'll look for it right now. But it says, if Mac Jones and Fields both got a 6, Zach Wilson has to be 4 first, right? Yeah. That's in that world, yes.
He called it. He says, I believe Fields now goes to Pittsburgh and starts his career as a backup. So he's saying he's going to be the backup.
I don't know if he'll be a backup.
He called it in our Discord also, Ian.
So he called it on our Discord and he called it on Twitter. Yeah. Backups are super important. Trevor had to play injured because they had no faith in the backup. But then you go out and get who the Jaguars get? They just got a new quarterback. I wasn't with it because I like CJ Beathard. I thought CJ did a great job whenever Trevor was down. He's not a starting material, right? But who did they get? I'm gonna look that up real quick. Jaguars QB.
Yeah.
Let's see what happens. Oh, they got Mac Jones. That's what it was. They got Mac Jones. Yeah. that's probably why I unregistered in my mind because it was Mac Jones.
Yes, that's
but I'd rather have CJ Beathard than Mac Jones. Like Mac Teddy Jones. CJ Beathard was injured too.
You're going for the potential of Mac Jones.
Are you going for the potential of Mac Jones?
Yes, we know what CJ Beathard is.
What potential do we see? You see Mac Jones as a starting quarterback somewhere?
If he is in a right situation, he has a chance. I will not put my name on it and say, oh, in any system or in the right situation, 100% he's going to be a starter who can be a top 15 quarterback. I think in the right situation, in the right coaching, maybe he has a chance. And CJ Beathard, I think your ceiling's about yay high. I think with Mac Jones, your ceiling's about yay high.
But your floor is like a year.
Listen, that Patriots offense had a lot of wrong things other than Mac Jones.
You're right. I'm not going to say you're wrong because you're right. You had a defensive coordinator. You had a special teams guy playing an offensive coordinator.
You were switching quarterbacks every game.
Switching quarterbacks. You didn't. I hate when people say they didn't bring him anybody. They didn't get him anybody. Yes, they did. Okay, they got him Parker, right? He didn't pan out to the greatest. They got him Juju Smith-Schuster. You say whatever you want. He had Ramondre Stevenson, which is the best, and that wasn't good enough, so they went ahead and got Ezekiel Elliott. Don't say they didn't get him anything. There's quarterbacks doing a lot more, way less. I don't like to hear that. That's my thing.
Okay.
It was very clear that the Jags had no faith in CJ. They like him to back up Trevor for that vet presence, but not to play. Yeah, at this point in time, CJ Beathard, he's getting older. This is not a Dobbs type story. This is not a Geno Smith type story. You got to move on at some point. You got to move on, right? He's in the same category as Nick Mullins. You got to move on. He's just not a starter. He doesn't have the potential to be that guy. He's a good emergency quarterback, good backup quarterback. But at this day and age, backups are a whole different story. They even talked about this in the Pat McAfee show. Like, now the market for backup quarterbacks is a lot different because of how injured this past year's NFL was as far as quarterbacks. So why not? I could see why they did it. I don't blame them for doing it.
Breaking news.
Oh, more breaking news.
Breaking news from ESPN. Brooke Pryor, who is apparently a source in this matter. Steelers quarterback Russell Wilson will start in Pittsburgh, and Justin Fields will back him up. So
we'll start the regular season or start the preseason?
We'll start. That's all it says. In my opinion, has always meant week 1. So
we'll start 50% of the season.
We'll see. We will see.
Oh my gosh.
But that's what it's looking like right now.
But Vincent has this. He says, quote from Brooke Pryor, Justin Fields will not compete with Russell Wilson for the Steelers starting job. I guess that could mean that he's going to be an automatic backup.
I don't see her saying that. Where did you see that? I'm looking at Twitter right now.
Fields is expected to learn from the Super Bowl winner and 9-time Pro Bowler in Pittsburgh. Who's saying that? Who's saying, like, are we just...
NFL reporter.
Did Brooks say that after as well? Is he expected to learn from a Super Bowl winner and a 9-time Pro Bowler? Are we just going to dismiss the past 2 years of Russell Wilson?
I think training camp is going to play a lot of things into fruition.
Yes. I'm going to take everything that I hear about starting. I think it's always been this way with a grain of salt. Because remember when the Steelers went and traded for or picked up Mitch Trubisky? No, not Mitch Trubisky. It was Mitch Trubisky.
Yes.
He said, this is our guy. They put it on Twitter and everything. This is our dude right here. This is our guy. This is our starting quarterback. Went ahead and drafted Kenny Pickett, and rest is history.
Yeah. Everything's all smoke and show.
We don't smoke in this show.
And show. All right, I'm looking at the Discord.
Ian says, I mean, Trevor was playing on one leg and didn't practice for almost 6 weeks. They only gave him a chance against the Panthers, which is quite telling. Okay. He's been playing injured. We'll give him that. Adam Schefter also tweeted.
Yes.
I'll send in the Discord. Oh, that's what he's doing.
Yeah, I saw. I'm reading it.
So Ian also says Fields is good. I don't know if they give him the keys since they are always in win now mode, and Russ has slightly more vet security, but Fields can win games. But the question is, who could win more games? They both could win games. What kind of Russell Wilson are we getting? The past 2 years opened a lot of people's eyes. I was a believer in Russell Wilson and the Broncos when he got traded to the Broncos, and I fell flat on my face.
Everybody did.
Everyone did.
Nobody called that.
So I'm not going to dismiss that because that my face still hurts from it. I'm not going to dismiss how Russell Wilson played those past 2 years with the Denver Broncos. And yeah, we could bring up
the second year was good football.
That's what I was going to get to. This we could always bring up how he was on the up and up, right? He was on the up and up. He was playing decently well. He was doing good. But let's not forget the beginning of the season as well of last year. He didn't play well. It was the same old Russell Wilson that we got the year prior to that. I think it is heavily defiant on how the coaching staff is with him.
Vincent's calling it. Russell Wilson is bald now. He's going to be a Seahawks Russell Wilson type of play. We'll have to see. I don't think he has that escapability that you saw that made him special as a Seahawk. You call them Seahawkers? What do they call them? Do you know, AJ?
The what?
Are they a Seahawker or what? What
I can't say it here live. I can't say it.
What are they?
What are what? What are you talking?
I don't know what. Like I can say like it's a Niner. They're a Niner because they play for the Niners. They're a Packer because they play. Are they a Seahawker?
They call them the Hawks. Hawks.
I'm a Hawk.
Hawk. You're a Hawk.
Oh,
you're a 12.
You can't say that type of word here, AJ.
What? I said Hawk.
What?
Hawk. That's what I'm saying.
Man, you can't say
the 12s. Yeah. I also mentioned 12s, but like the 12. Hawk.
Ian says, actually, funny story. I would have put it. I would have found it, but I posted on TikTok about Russ not being good and Broncos ruining the future. I'll have to find it all well. Hey, if you find that, then we'll call you a psychic, okay, Ian? Honestly, I think I remember watching one of his lives, AJ, and him saying that.
What are you talking about?
Ian called the Russ not being good.
I think, I think so as well.
Yeah.
Maybe because I remember when that happened, I was working my old job, and I always listened to the PI podcast when I was closing up shop. I always just had them on my headphones, listening to their takes, and then bashing Trey Lance like Ian always does. But that's okay. That's all right. But I'm sorry. If y'all see me like looking back and typing, it's because I'm looking at our Discord. If you guys don't know yet, we do have a Discord. If you want to join in, it's in the link down in the description, which also has a link to join our bracket for March Madness. So if you guys are into March Madness, or if you're just liking basketball, wanted to participate in something, we have a link to join. It's through the Sleeper app, and it's absolutely free. It's just for fun, just having a good time.
Oh, this is perfect.
What?
This is perfect. So as a Packer fan, now I know that Caleb Williams is going to be the quarterback that Chicago has prophesied that will come up and defeat the big bad Green Bay Packers. I have a tweet from him from 20. I'm sorry, I can't try to show it. From 2017. I believe in my Packers. # Go Pack Go. He's a Packer fan. He's about to be a Chicago Bear. This is golden right here. I like this tweet for the future.
Do we call him Anakin Skywalker here?
You can call him whatever you want. He's a Packer fan.
That's rough. If you're a Bears,
Chicago,
yeah, that's rough for Chicago.
This is
That
hilarious.
that So Reed, as an outsider from that division with the Packers and Bears and the Vikings, me and talk about myself, of course.
Yes.
I haven't heard of this prophecy. What is this prophecy that you speak of, Sir Reed?
Well, for the past 30 years, Chicago has been getting their butt kicked down for a very, very long time. And they've been whining and crying. And every single year they say, or especially after Aaron Rodgers retired, they were like, oh, Jordan Love is terrible. Oh, we have 2 quarterbacks better than Jordan Love, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. They've been calling for this for a while. We got our guy, and you've tried to get your guy for forever. But at the end of the day, Chicago's cursed. You will never have a good quarterback, never ever in your entire lives. At the best, you will get an average quarterback. You will never have a Hall of Fame quarterback.
Is Caleb Williams a bust, Reed?
He's a bust. He's getting drafted by Chicago. He's done for.
So that is your sole definition behind why he will be a bust? Because he's getting drafted by Chicago?
So there's a couple of things. I think he has talent. He has so much talent. But if you watch the tape of him, it's just broken down plays where he's able to extend them, etc., and make something incredible happen, which is a credit to him. Not a lot of quarterbacks can do that. But what that works in college. And the NFL, you have people who Aaron Donalds is now retired, but you have people like TJ Watt, you have people like Nick Bosa, etc., chasing after you, not these sorry but linemen that are chasing after you that are never going to touch or sniff the NFL. You have real men running after you. You have real tough guys that are covering those wide receivers. It's not going to be the same. Yes, broken down play happens in the NFL, and he'll have those. We'll see clips and highlights of that in him. But in order to succeed truly in the NFL, is to throw in rhythm, on time, in the play design. That is how you succeed in the NFL on a consistent basis. Unless you're an Aaron Rodgers or a Hall of Fame quarterback, which he may be. That's all his film shows is broken down plays where he creates something magical, and not him just delivering the ball in time on routes. You don't see that on a consistent basis from his film.
Wow, Reed, that's pretty damn good.
Yep,
I like it. Cool.
There's nothing about his attitude. There's attitude stuff there, here and there, whatever. But that's my reasoning. Where I think he's not going to be as good as everybody's hyping him.
Vincent's over here saying there are always 2 or 3 quarterbacks in the college world that can scramble and make amazing plays that make them look NFL ready. Caleb Williams is a top 3 in college for the last season. In the NFL, ... Who can we compare him to?
Lamar did a lot of broken down plays, but he's incredibly fast and elusive. That's what's been able to keep him alive in the NFL.
Mm-hmm. Who's Vince's favorite guy coming out of this draft? Rattler, right? That's his last name, Rattler.
Who?
Quarterback from. Help me out here, Vince. South Carolina.
Peanuts?
No, Rattler. Oh my gosh, I keep wanting to say Iron Rattler because it's Spencer Rattler from South Carolina Gamecocks. That why are you doing this to me, Reed?
What?
Why are you doing this to me?
What did I do?
No one's talking about Penix over here.
I didn't know who you were talking about. You were saying quarterbacks. I named a quarterback.
All right. So, bottom line, this show is going to be completely different. Kind of gotten taken over from beginning, the whole Justin Fields news. So, please let us know how you feel down in the comment section or go to our Discord. Also, we are also now accepting people who are interested in our fantasy football leagues. So I think this upcoming year, depending on how many players we get, last year we had 3, we will have a paid league, a free league, and for the first time ever in NSP history, a dynasty league. So if you are interested in one of those 3, please DM me go on my Discord, find us in our social medias. I got the banners right here. It's also down in the description down below. Check it out. At me, whatever you want. Say that you're interested so I could go ahead and add you to our list. So when the time comes, I could go to email you or DM you, be like, hey, it's time. Pay up if you need to pay up. Just get draft ready. For the Dynasty Leagues, we are asking that people are going to take this seriously, I guess I should say, right? Because we want to have a fun Dynasty League. We want returning players, not players who are just 1 year and done, right? That's what we want to get to. I think Bo Nix is my favorite raw talent guy, but he's also older coming out of college. Yeah, Nix is another guy that people are keeping an eye out. I think he's the 4th prospect right now at the time of this recording, if not the 5th. But Bo Nix is extremely talented. He looked great in the combine. Did y'all see the Texans cook the other day? Texans are looking good, dude. Them getting Joe Mixon is an absolute treat for the Houston organization. I think it's awesome. Him and Dameon Pierce are going to be something. They have to be. Dameon Pierce can learn a thing or two about Joe Mixon because I feel like they have very similar play styles. Reed, you're back. You're muted.
I am back.
Dizzle. I see him on the Discord. We live, bro. And yes, he sent me a picture of Mac Jones jersey. He's like, AJ, you want this? And I said, yes, I would love to have a Mac Jones jersey. I would love it. I have a perfect place for it. Perfect.
Aren't you getting a fireplace, right?
I am getting a fireplace. Oh, man.
And you have like 7 pits also.
I do have 7 barbecue pits. I'm getting rid of some. It's sad. It's like getting rid of a puppy, man. It's so... Yeah, just think about it. Nice cold, drizzly day here in the central Texas. And just snuggled up, watch some football. And you're like, oh, let's start the fireplace. I got the perfect fire starter here. You just hang up Mac Jones. And you hang it up to a point where it slowly gets burned into non-existence. That's the place I have for it.
Why did they trade for him? Because why not have 2?
¿Por qué no los dos?
Exactly. There's no like 100% that Russell Wilson is going to be the future for Pittsburgh. I don't think they should put all their chips in that basket. Yeah, it's nice that you're only paying like $1 million or whatever. But if he plays good, then you have to pay him 40, 50 mil to keep him. And then Justin Fields, you have about a year. They can choose to pick up his 5th-year option if they want to. But you're going to have to pay him either or. I'd rather if they're both the ceiling's the same, theoretically after they figure it out, I'd rather pay the younger guy than the older guy. Who's going to start? It's already been announced that Russell Wilson is the starter. That's everything that's coming out of the Steelers. Russell Wilson is the starter. Justin Fields is going to be the backup. Do I think that could change before week 1? I definitely believe that in training camp.
I think so too, because there was an announcement, right, saying, hey, so-and-so has been announced a starter. And it was also on the Pat McAfee show, right? And he was just like, well, starter for what? Starter for the regular season? Starting the preseason? It was actually for this scenario with Russell Wilson and Kenny Pickett at the time. And he said it has been announced because it could identify as either or. You had the leg up, you're going to be a starter, win. For the regular season, so that could be it. But why wouldn't you want to get Justin Fields for a conditional 6th-round pick? And the most you're losing is a 4th-round pick. I love that. I absolutely love it. Justin Fields was the 10th overall pick. Was he the 10th overall pick? I keep forgetting. 10th or 12th. But he was a first-rounder, top 15 pick.
Wait, who?
Justin Fields. Or am I thinking of Mac
15.
Jones?
He was 15.
Was he 15?
I think he was.
But Mac Jones was 10 or 12.
Mac Jones was like number 3.
No, dude, that was the Niners draft. The Niners got Trey Lance.
4.
No, he wasn't. No.
Okay.
Like I said, he was either 10 or 12. Just seems weird to me, TBH. I'd rather have Fields. Russ sucks. I'd rather have Fields too because, yeah, he's younger. You don't got to pay him crap this year. And if he does well, you save your job as if you're Mike Tomlin. You revitalize that franchise. You have a franchise quarterback. And if he does bad, then you let him go. You lose nothing. You lose a 4th-round pick at most. Same thing.
Mac Jones was 15. What was Justin?
Then Justin was either 10 or 12. I get those two mixed up.
No, Justin went last.
That's my train of thought now.
Sorry, now I gotta figure this out.
Fields was the 11th pick, just before Mac Jones at 15th.
What?
Why do you question me? What? Why do you do this?
It's not.
Oh my gosh. This is from your fellow reader, Mr. Dizzle, out there.
All right, I'll believe you, Dizzle.
You believe Dizzle, but you don't believe me?
He's a good authority.
Good authority? Dizzle, are you actually going to go to the draft or not, dude? I need to know. I want to know. But if you guys missed it, especially on Discord, I'll announce it on Discord as well. We are accepting people who want to play fantasy football. So if you are interested in playing fantasy football, whether it be the paid league, the free league, or our brand new Dynasty League, let us know. But Dynasty does come with a catch. You got to commit. You got to sign like a 2-year contract at least. Returning players. That's what we're looking for.
Make sure you read the fine print.
Fine print right there. If you break the contract.
He's out. He's out of the readers. How dare you?
This is breaking news. You're officially kicking him out.
How dare you?
Oh.
I remember. I will put my hands up on this one. I just remembered. I think that was a draft I fell asleep on.
Reed has officially kicked out Dizzle from the Readers organization. K Dizzle is now a free agent.
Yeah.
He could go with either the Easy A's, which has been like my fantasy team for like forever. I don't know. Or the 12 Hawks. You want to be a 12 Hawk, Dizzle?
A what?
A 12 Hawk.
A what?
You're so red right now, dude. Or you want to be an Easy A, dog? Oh my gosh. I'm always a read for speed guy. Oh my gosh.
Appreciate it.
So I lost my train of thought.
Okay, go ahead.
You kind of threw me off there, Reed. I'm not gonna lie. But you get Justin Fields was a top, for your sake, 15 pick. He was the 11th overall pick. He was a top 15 pick, and you get him for a 4th rounder at most. With zero commitment. Zero whatsoever. If Mike Tomlin is like, F you guys, I don't care about this franchise, let's let him go. Or, hey, you know what? We're going to sign Justin Fields for $250 million and I'm out. I'm going to pull a Sean Payton. I'm going to screw this franchise up before I leave. Because I'm going to find a job somewhere else. Because Mike Tomlin will find a job somewhere else.
I mean, that's what we thought about all other people.
That's very true.
The NFL wants to go young now.
Mike Vrabel was young. He wasn't. I like that he's a consultant.
He was big. He was fat. So they got intimidated. Remember?
What? What are you talking about?
You don't remember that report?
No. What are you talking about?
That GMs were scared of him because he was so like physically like scary and fat.
Are you serious?
Yes.
He would have been perfect fit in Detroit, dude.
Him and MCDC, the amount of testosterone.
I think they'll just go and just beat up whatever coach they're going up against that day.
I say they just become the D line. Like screw Aiden Hutchinson, put MCDC and him over there.
That's my guy right here, Big Money Joe, Niner gang all day, dude. Come on, bro.
Do you know the Niner song, AJ?
The Niner song?
Yeah, the one that came out after the Super Bowl.
Well, there's multiple Niner songs.
The one that says, I hate the 49ers.
I haven't heard that one. No.
Yeah, I haven't sent it to you because you've been in mourning.
It's been bad. I still get comments to this day.
It's so
at work. They're like, "Oh, you're freaking Californian. Yeah, you're in Texas. You're like the Niners." And I was like,
send it to you right now. I'm gonna find it.
Oh my gosh, is it appropriate?
It has a lot of curse words. I'll tell you that.
You want to put it on the stream?
It's up to you. It has a lot of F words. It has a lot of F words.
Let's do it. I'll watch it live here with you.
Okay. Jeez.
Fields going to become a Pitt great. They own the Bears trades first pick Claypool. Now this. I hope they bring Claypool back. Mapletron, dude. Pickens going to eat. I do believe he will eat. I think he'll do good. They need to get another wide receiver. Big Money Joe's calling you rotten cheese.
Oh, come on, dude.
But it's all love. It's all love for what he says. So I don't know. We still haven't had any confirmation with Big Money Joe or Dizzle about if they're coming to the draft or not. And Dizzle, I also want that jersey. You got to give me that jersey now. You can't back out. You already offered it. It's us. It's now. Where you at, Reed?
Hold on. I think I found it. Can I send it to you and you play it on your screen?
Yeah. Send it to me through Discord then, so I could bring it up to the computer. Doubtful. Oh, Big Money Joe's not coming to the draft. Want to pass to get him, but we took Taekwon. Y'all gonna get N'Keal Harry back, so don't worry about that. Are you saying it? Reason is.
I just had to make sure it was the full song. I'm sending it now.
Okay. So while we wait for that, I think that would be a good way to end the stream was to watch that video that I probably won't approve of later, but
it's so good. It's so funny. You'll love it.
Who was it made by?
It's just about some random person.
Just a random. He's not a fan of anything.
He hates the Niners. I can tell you that.
Do you see the robbery with Kyler Murray?
What? I just sent it to you.
Okay. It's on TikTok.
Yes. It might be on Spotify, but I've only seen it on TikTok. You get to see the Niners dancing to it.
Oh yeah,
you get the Debo Trent Williams dance.
Oh my gosh,
this is gonna be great.
Fake body e-girl. That's popping up. Here.
Yeah, it's not the right one.
Okay, is it on? It better be appropriate, dude.
It's not appropriate. It is not appropriate. It has a lot of curse words.
Damn, fuck the 49ers. Yeah, fuck the 49ers. Yeah, fuck the 49ers. Y'all a sorry ass team. Thanks. Fuck the 49ers. Damn, I hate the 49ers. I hate y'all. I hate the 49ers. Fuck y'all. Bow, 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 bow. Y'all some booty cheeks. Hey. Y'all lost to the Chiefs. Bow, 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 bow. Y'all some booty cheeks. Hey. Super Bowl losing streak. Yeah. Hey, fuck the 49ers.
I found this. That actually isn't the full one.
I think I'm good now. I'm good.
It calls Brock Purdy a Team U some quarterback. It goes on. I'll send you the full one later.
So this says I think I watched 50 NFL player clips to that song.
See, this one knows and Vincent's calling it fire.
Well, of course it's calling it fire. This guy's a Seattle fan. That's all right, dude. That's all right. You know, I feel like the Niners get, besides the Cowboys, the Niners get the second most attention when it comes to NFL teams, as far as stuff like that. I don't know. What do you think?
You guys were really big in the 90s, 80s, so you're hated for that.
I see that.
Yeah.
So they what? In the next 5 years, they're gonna make videos about Patriots.
Everybody already hates the Patriots.
This says thoughts on Debo changing his number. Guy blows and going to get exposed without Ayuk. Well, one, Ayuk's going to be with the Niners.
Yeah.
So I'm not worried about that. And thoughts on him changing his number. That's his college number. Hey, go for it. Why not, right? Let's see. Tadal song. I never heard that Tadal song. Was that it? The one you sent me?
I don't know if that's Tadal. I have no clue. I just always see that on my For You page, and I always like it.
They hate us because we great. Brush our shoulders off and keep pushing. This was talking about the past. He should join the Cowboys and talk about, their past because we're here in the present. Olave got to eat CO2 season.
Yeah, it's Call of Duty.
Oh, Call of Duty. It was on sale. I think it's on sale right now. Just got a signed Debo 19 jersey for $100. Hey, not bad.
AJ has a signed Debo jersey.
I do. Should I get it or what?
It's up to you.
Nah, that ain't a song. I don't know what that is then. Maybe I'm too old.
Check it out.
We're the same age. Yeah. But yeah, I got a black Niners jersey, Debo. But yeah, that's our podcast today. That was our surprise podcast because Reed lost his wager on Discord. So we're here. My wife's very upset because I am doing a live video on.
Should you tell her it's my fault?
No, because then she'll hate you even more.
Yeah, thank you. Appreciate it.
No problem. And I still got to find time either later today or tomorrow to record some videos.
Yep.
Just to get 5 views. So we'll see what happens. But as always, you guys. What?
You get 12 views.
I'm moving up there. I'm just gonna bring back Not So Pro Niner Talk. That got some views.
Do it.
I think that's how I found big money. I think that's how we found big money, right?
Yeah, probably.
Not So Pro Niner Talk. Oh, good
Probably.
people out there, man.
Yeah.
But if you guys haven't yet, join our Discord, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell so you know when we go live, especially on surprise times like today. I haven't even done my room. Look at that. It's disgusting. Oh, my goodness. But remember, we are also accepting people who are interested in joining our fantasy football leagues. We have a paid league. We have multiple free leagues. And with this year, we have a dynasty league. First time. Yep, Niner Talk. I freaking knew it. See, I got to remember these. You got to remember the good people. I have no idea when we got Dizzle. But this year, we are starting a dynasty league. I know it's fantasy. I know. But if you want to join our dynasty league, hit me up. We got to have a quick little talk because we want to make it. We're gonna have a little contract because I want to make it worth it for everyone who participates. And it's never fun whenever everyone's investing to one season. Then next year, someone's like, I'm out. I don't want part of it anymore.
Trading all my picks for next year.
So, hey, that's okay. That's
all
okay.
The picks.
You are the GM, but I have a problem.
15 rounds, trading them away.
I have a problem when you do that, and then you are not participating next year.
I'll be there. Trust me, I'll be the winner next year.
All right, there you have it. So if you are interested, you got to respond to my comments on YouTube. I just like them, but I'll start responding to them. But if you are interested, make sure you let us know. Let one of us know down the Discord, down the comment section. The link is in the description down below. Yes, we are having a minimum of 12 people in each league. A minimum. And last year we had no issue filling out our leagues. We had even people left over. So that was an issue as well.
Yep.
Anything less, teams are too stacked. It just say you're scared, bro. But thank you all so very much. Reed, do you have anything else to say?
No. I can't wait to see where all these other players fall. I mean, Justin Fields was the big one. Can't believe our title was Justin Fields in or out, and then he got out 5 minutes into the live. So that was a lot of fun. Thank you guys for making us go live. So appreciate it. Next time I put a challenge out there, it's going to be 10 emojis, not 5. Set the bar a little too low. Next time you guys have to really reach for it. Okay.
I like it. I like it very much. So thank you all so much for joining us here live. Steelers Factory. Let's forge. Keep on grinding, fellas.